How's it going, everyone? Today, we're going to talk about apps. So just like Apple said when they very first came out, there's an app for that. It's still pretty true. And there's a lot of different apps that we can use for a lot of the things that we've talked about, whether that's mindfulness or just taking advantage of downtime that you have, whether that's traveling or other types of travel. So we're going to go through a couple different apps today. I want to talk about Luminosity that you can use for brain training. We'll talk about Brain.fm and using that for sleep or focus or meditation. And then Masterclass as well as YouTube. So we'll start with the last one I just mentioned. Most people are really familiar with YouTube. I recommend and would definitely endorse paying for YouTube Premium. I used to use Spotify simply to listen to music at the office, and I did the premium so I had no ads. YouTube Premium costs the same exact amount, but you're getting so much more. They have visual content, but the reason I recommend or even bring this up, and you do not have to pay for YouTube to have access to this part, but there is so much information available that people put out at no cost, and there is amazing people to subscribe to. So a lot of the people that you already follow and listen to, definitely subscribe to their channel if they haven't on YouTube. Probably do. There's a ton of content there that you guys can take advantage of. So honestly, for that one, whether or not you pay for it, I really recommend using YouTube just for personal development. So whatever your field is, look up some of the videos that are on there and just make a habit of watching something for a few minutes, between 1 and 5 minutes each day. 365 more videos in a year, you're gonna be in a totally different place. That's so much more information. So highly recommend that one. If you love music, it's totally worth paying for because when you have the premium option, you're able to run it in the background on your phone so you can navigate to other screens and it's going to continue to play. So I'm big on that one. Plus I love music. I really recommend it. The next thing we're going to talk about, speaking of maximizing time, is Audible. I mentioned this one in the past. You can see the little icon down here, I guess not, in the corner. But if I open that up, you'll see all the titles in a library, and basically the way, lighting sucks, the way this one works is you pay a monthly subscription, so it's $14.99 to have it for the month, but what you get with that is 1 free credit per month. So that credit can be used for any book, and believe it or not, some of the books go upwards of $70. So it really pans out. And it's worthwhile having this because the credits and your ability to share books with other users. So I 100% endorse this one as an investment. Like I said, $14 per month. I would have never gotten through as many books as I've listened to without having this. I read a fair amount of hardcover books and I keep certain ones around because it's much easier to digest or reference the material when it is in a written form, or sometimes there's a lot of diagrams that make it a lot easier to understand the context. But if you spend a lot of time in the car, I'm in about 30 minutes, an hour total commute time at the low end every single day. So you can get through a lot of books in a year. Highly recommend Audible. The next one, if you are not in the car and you have downtime and you want to consume similar content, this one's a little newer to me, but it's called Masterclass. And in Masterclass, it's very similar to Audible, except it's broken into different kind of departments. So they have culinary, film and TV, music and entertainment, writing, sports and games. So for instance, we'll go to music and entertainment. It pulls up, I can listen to Steve Martin, Penn and Teller, Armin van Buuren, Christina Aguilera, Timberland, Herbie Hancock, Carlos Santana, and each video, they're going to teach you something a little bit different, but you can go through their kind of lesson plan and see what they're going to be teaching you. So this one's pretty cool. Honestly, I still use this one in the car a fair amount. You are able to navigate to an audio-only version of the lessons rather than doing the video. But maybe you're traveling, you're gonna have some downtime in a hotel, rather than just watching reruns or watching some movie that you've already seen, learn something new. And this is a really interesting way to kind of like consume the data from these people because it's super intimate. When they're teaching the class, it's like you're just sitting across from them having a conversation. So they did a really good job as far as the production value that you get. A lot better than me. So I really recommend this one. I really like it. It's just another way to take in and learn from other people. Honestly, I'll set up my laptop, my iPad a lot, like by the sink if I'm doing dishes or something like that, or maybe cooking a meal, and I'll put on one of those lessons. A lot of them are pretty short, like 8 to 10 minutes, but most people have about over an hour of content for you. The last one that I wanted to go through was brain.fm. And when I open this one up, this is what it looks like from the home screen. You'll see where it says focus, relax, sleep, or meditate. And then from there, say, for instance, I choose relax. Do I want to chill, recharge, de-stress, or unwind? It also allows me to choose the amount of time. So I can go anywhere from 15 minutes up to an hour. If I were to go back to sleep, for instance, that'll ask me deep sleep, guided sleep, sleep and wake, or wind down. And I can go anywhere from 6 hours up to 12. All of these apps that I've shown you guys, I personally use daily, probably except for Masterclass. That's a little more sporadic. But I listen to Audible every day in the car. I do Luminosity typically in the morning when I wake up. I use brain.fm when I meditate and when I go to bed. And is there another one? I use YouTube definitely every day, just listening to music when we're in the office. But a lot of times after hours, that is an easy way when you don't have a lot of willpower left to maybe sit and read and digest material, but to watch someone else and just relax and be a visual learner. But that's a great way to pick up new technique or just see how other people in your industry are doing things. So going full circle back to what I said in the beginning, make sure that you're growing yourself as a human, not just getting healthier or in better shape, but mentally and your soul too. You're connecting with people and you are becoming the version of yourself that you envisioned walking this earth. I hope you guys like all these apps. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. But if not, I'll see you tomorrow.